What's up, guys? It's AJ Gaming here, and we are back with another Clash of Clans video. So, we're in a clan war right now, and as you can see, we're tearing it up. We've got one of our Town Hall 8s attacking this Town Hall 8, which on my Town Hall 7 I actually 2-starred, so I'm not seeing this guy, because he's the guy that's going to attack is a max Town Hall 8. Anyway, so let's watch this as our first attack. So before I start, so I've got 4 accounts. I repeat, 4 accounts in this war. Okay? And I've pulled a 6-pack with all of them but this one, and it was because of this attack. I didn't think I was gonna 3-star it, because it is a Town Hall 8, and having this much air hate in one spot with level 2 dragons sucks. So anyway, I start with a funnel up here in this area, get the king down on the side to kind of help that funnel. As soon as I lure the CC, I put my CC in, and I put my dragons in a line. Now, what a lot of people will do when they play with mass dragons is they'll just put all of their dragons in one spot instead of setting them in a line. You want your dragons to kind of split off, but not like split. You want them to go in a wave. Just swoop right over the base. You don't want them to all be in one group going to each individual building because dragons are slow. So basically, I throw a rage down for the dragon here. Maxed out rage spell, maxed out dragons. And I was able to take out all of the CC. And I almost got to this section. I threw another rage down to kind of keep him going, but I didn't want to like be really hasty with my rage spells. You know, you only got 3 of them here, and it's not the best. So the dragon does go down, but these dragons over here do split off and do their own thing. So we get that 1-star over here. Then these dragons, still raged up and at full health, go ahead and take out the rest of that town hall. Then we've just got a couple more dragons over here. Or is it? No, it's just one more dragon. And that's obviously going to die off. Oh, there are 2 dragons there by the looks, actually. No, 1 dragon. So the air defense is going to shoot that down in a couple shots. But it was well played. I just didn't have the firepower to do it. Max Dragon and the CC got a buff in the last update, so I'm pretty happy about that. Now let's go ahead and watch this attack live here. Yep, Town Hall 8 using a very similar attack. Not very similar, execution though. He also had 13 dragons. I only have 10. You know, plus the max dragon that I put in a CC with my main account. Swooped over this base. He's not going to have any trouble with cleanup or anything like that. He's got a 1.5 minutes to kill on the clock, and he's on the last few buildings. He's just got these corner huts. Or a corner building. And he dominated the space. He's got so many dragons left. So, basically, I think we've won this war, because the only way we are gonna lose is if they can beat my 12s. So basically, they have 3 Town Hall 12 attacks left. If we go into the war details, go into enemy team. Their top 3 guys are all Town Hall 12s. The top guy, and all three of them are rushed, by the way. The top guy has both of his attacks, and the second guy, or the third guy, rather, has all. Or one of his attacks. I'm not expecting much because the guy above him got a 1-star on Earnest. So, if that's what we have to see from their Town Hall 12s, then I'm not, seeing too much. I'm not doubting at all that they can somehow come in and maybe triple Earnest and Karma and Phonic. Those are the only stars that they're missing 4 stars, right? To tie with us. No, that makes no sense. Alright, hold up. They're missing... Oh yeah, that's right. They haven't attacked this Town Hall 9 yet, so they're actually missing 7 stars. Right. This Town Hall 9 is almost maxed. It's definitely invaluable. But we have had a lot of our Town Hall 9s going up to Town Hall 10, and Ernest, up at the top here, has, I think, 8 more levels on his king, and he's going to Town Hall 11. He'll be fully maxed, which I'm very, very, very happy about that. Where's his king? Yep, 8 levels on his king to go, and he's gonna have maxed heroes. We're looking pretty good as far as the king goes. So, maxed heroes, that's a plus. His Infernos are, yeah, he's completely maxed out Town Hall 10. So I'm pretty excited for him to go to Town Hall 11. He said he wouldn't get the Eagle, but if he does, it's going to be good for Clan War Leagues. That's one less base that they can attack. But we need to look at my attacks and his attacks. So basically, they were winning 32, the same 32 to 10. All right, we hauled ass. See, 4 of my accounts, and I got all but 1 star. So that's what, 25 stars. So I basically got us to 35 stars just to get over the threshold, and then, our 9s and stuff cleaned up. But this is probably the hardest attack I did. I did a Bow Witch attack, a giant Bow Witch. So basically my plan, get the Wrecker in towards the Town Hall, going here, then here, then here, and then crack it. I have some Valkyries in the Clan Castle to just completely gut out this core. So you're about to see that. And the reason I like this strategy is because it's pretty straightforward. You just put your Wrecker down, put a line of Giants, put a line of Bowlers, put a line of Witches, and you're literally putting them in that order, just in a line, all the way down the line. And then you're putting your heroes in behind your Wall Wrecker, and that's the attack. You just support with spells. Now, I really like how I place my spells. I definitely think I was very smart about my spells, but I reacted, guys. I didn't think when I was doing this. I'm like, okay, I need to place the spell now. So Eagle activates, get my heroes in, my Wardens in, and the Eagle shots go off. Now, I have to hit that Warden ability because I see all those little skeletons are low on health. So I drop a heal to heal them up. Freeze the dragon, the CC, and the Town Hall. The witches do what they gotta do. Tornado Trap catches them, not worried at all. The poison spell is gonna kill the balloons. The dragon is down by either the queen or the ward, and that was a bit much for me to see. I still got some Valkyries alive here, too. Rage spell kind of missed, but I still have a max level rage spell that I'm going to let you in on a little secret I didn't use. So I still have a boatload of troops coming around here.
I have a lot of witches, which is awesome to have at the end of the raid. I put that jump spell down really nicely. I got those giants taking a lot of damage, but you know what? It did its job. The fact that a giant survived that entire thing there is incredible. Now, I have a fair amount of witches left. I have, if I can count, one, two, three, five. I only lost 4 witches throughout that entire raid. My queen is at full health. My warden is not quite at full health, but it's still pretty high in health. So my queen, just being alive is really good. So as soon as I take out that wizard tower, the witches are basically just going to completely wreck this base. And obviously that happened. The queen is shooting over the walls. Skeletons break into the base, and now there's no splash, nothing stopping them. The only thing that can potentially stop them is a bomb or, some spring traps. Regardless, we have more than enough to just completely finish off this base. I would say that I did wreck this base pretty hard, pulling in the triple 12v12, even though it was a rushed base. Next attack was against number 4. This is a pretty straightforward strategy. I want to get that Town Hall lured, so I just do the exact same thing that I did. This one was a little bit easier because I had a little bit of thinking room, and I also kind of wanted to stay from here to here and kind of just funnel everything in. CC comes out, the deal. King, Queen, Warden, freeze spell, poison spell, just doing my thing. Queen goes ahead and takes down that dragon real quick. Warden's ability is hit, obviously. I have a lot of bowlers going into the base, and a rage spell that brings them right through the town hall compartment. A quick heal gets them through all the splash damage. And we have 2 squads going around the base, so this is actually really nice. That we have, a center squad, and then they're going to meet up at the very end to clean up the base here. But yeah, now it's just a matter of cleaning up this base. I'm very proud of these attacks because I don't know if you guys have seen the last war that I used Bow Witch. I was attacking, I rushed 12 against a maxed out Town Hall 12. The only thing that wasn't maxed was the walls, and I mean they were all level 11, level 12, level 13 walls. They were all white walls. Ernest attacked this guy with a hog attack that I'm not going to show. He also attacked this guy, which I will show. He only gained 2 stars off of that first attack, but this attack was decent from what I saw. I only saw the cleanup phase, but he's got a wall wrecker in the corner. Queen walk down at the far end here. Some giants to go in. Yeah, that wall wrecker's getting caught up on the expo. Nice free spell from the CC. CC is lured. I believe Valkyries popped out of the CC. Yep. Those are the Valkyries from my original account. Queen Walk goes into the base. Don't mind that. Yeah, and he's created nice pathing for his hogs. Nice placed heal. I would definitely, if I was him, and I told him this, I would carry more freezes. Maybe switch out the clone spell for 3 heal spells, or not heal spells, free spells, because free spells are like a rage and a freeze, because if we're being completely honest, I think freeze spells, being able to freeze those wizard towers while you take them out is just nice instead of trying to heal up. Because if there's a lot of splash in one area, it's just, But he's still got the queen at full health, working on the rest of this base, and it's just a matter of cleanup now. He did kind of run out on hogs, and I mean, if this was a stronger base, he wouldn't have tripled.
this base. But it was a fair hog attack. I think if his heroes would have died mid-attack, he needs to learn to keep those hogs alive. But, hey, he tripled. And all of these attacks that I'm showing were done within, like, the same hour. I'm actually, so that the reason I showed that dragon attack first is because our Town Hall 8 was about to attack it, and I wouldn't have been able to, well, I would have had to look for it in the record thing, the battle record, or whatever the fuck it's called, where, like, you can see the past events of the war. I wasn't sure he was going to be able to do this, but his queen was able to reach over the wall and deal good amounts of damage to that base. And pulling in the triple, Ernest from us, the Weebs. And for those of you who don't know, Weeb is short for Weeaboos. Now, because he attacked that guy. Oh, I didn't show you. So basically, I had a couple of Town Hall 12v10 minor attacks. I'm only going to show you one because they are pretty identical. I don't want to show you this one, though. I want to show you this other one because it was like really easy entry. No pun intended. Here we go. So, this base right here, CC, pretty straightforward, but there's a gap here and a gap here. So if we can destroy these buildings and these buildings, or even just these buildings, we've got ourselves a wide funnel with just a few buildings. So I'm carrying 4 babies, 2 balloons, 6 wizards, 4 healers for that queen walk, and 25 miners along with my heroes. For spells, I have 4 heal, 1 rage, 1 freeze. That is by far the perfect miner spell composition. I've had a lot of success with it. So anyway, pretty easy entry. Wall wrecker's obviously going to come from this side here. Should be pretty easy pickings. So I put 2 babies on each side to kind of help with the funnel. And it's really now just a matter of getting as much funnel set as I can. So we got a pretty big funnel here, and the reason that the queen didn't walk is because there is a gap here. But again, did its job. Queen CC has been lured. Healers on the queen. Shoot over the wall, and now with that, we're going to go ahead and have the queen walk into the base. Wrecker's destroyed. Rage spell. I have that level 7 P.E.K.K.A. Ice Golem pops. So that P.E.K.K.A is going to do some huge funneling work and get that queen into the core. So at this point, I'm like, you know what? I got to deploy my miners because time is of the essence here. So I'd say right about now, yep. Alright, so miners go in. I've created a nice path for them to go. Queen almost dies, and I almost missed the queen ability. I'm like, I see my queen, and I'm frantically tapping the queen. I'm like, oh shit, my queen's about to die. Queen ability, and I kept missing it. So, I still have the warden ability. I don't need it. There's only 2 splash damage buildings, and I've got so many miners left, so I just swagged the ability. Right here, actually. There we go. And now the miners are just going to completely run this base over.
Now this guy was like a maxed out 9 or not yeah, maxed out 9 new 10. Um but yeah, so that was a beautiful attack. Minor attack. I'm not going to show you my Town Hall 11 attacks because it was just the same old Bow Witch. I might show you one. I'll show you this one because this one I almost actually didn't 3-star. All right, so this is a decent, like a max 9. It's a decent base. And I'm over here thinking, okay, well my bowlers and stuff are maxed. My bowlers and witches are maxed for Town Hall 10. So this is basically like a 10v9 dip with Bow Witch. And Bow Witch, from what I've seen, is like really powerful. So easily funnel the troops into the base down here. CC is not going to be lured on the initial part because I didn't bother luring the CC. I wanted to go straight in for the Town Hall if I could. I put the poison spells down. I actually miss with one of the freezes, so I dropped my CC CC freeze, and I deal with the balloons, or the witches do rather. The Electro Dragon is doing its thing, and I am not confident in the attack at this point. I do see that I have, I help the witches out with a jump. I do see that I have a lot of skellies and stuff in there and not a lot of splash in that area. I do also have quite a few bowlers left, considering. So my bowlers get through, and basically I'm just trying to kind of clear out these compartments and see if I can make these guys meet. Now what really gets me is how many skeletons are left. Now we have bowlers hitting this one wizard tower here from both sides, and now, well, this wizard tower is the only thing left stopping all of these skeletons. So at this point, I'm like, okay, maybe I'll get the 3. But then, this wizard tower is just tearing up the skeletons. And my king actually goes down over here. And I'm like, okay, so I've got no more beefy boy. The witches do manage to pull through and hit this wizard tower before they die. We still have a couple bowlers left. The last defense goes down. No corner buildings, as you can see. The only 2 things left are the storages, and with 8 seconds left, these skeletons rip through the last of the storages. So beautiful attack. Now for my Town Hall 7v maxed 7. So as you can see, there's a max 7 here, level 5 stuff, right? Level 4 wizard towers, looking really nice. I set the funnel with a king and 2 dragons. The king walked the wrong way, so I had to put another dragon down. CC is eventually lured, and I did that same tactic that I did before. I put the CC dragon, and I put a line of dragons with a rage to deal with the CC on my own. Sweeper isn't going to be a huge problem. It's honestly just an annoyance. Although it is kind of annoying, but the fact that they take out the Town Hall this early in the attack is nice. My dragons kind of go around. They do get rid of the wizard tower, but the air defenses are the huge thing because there are not a lot of dragons. So splashed, they're big, beefy, tanky guys, but there are not a lot of them. And I think air defenses are probably the most threatening thing. So, I have no more rage spells. Now it's just a matter of, can all of my dragons survive? Now I still have that max dragon down there, that bright red dragon. So I'm feeling pretty confident at this point. I'm like, okay, so the wizard tower goes down. Now it's just an archer tower. Excuse me. And it's a pretty easy 3. Now, if you saw my base, you'd be like, how does this guy even, deal with Town Hall 7s? And these are maxed out, Town Hall 7 dragons. I mean, they're level 2 dragons. They don't get higher than this. And I had a level 7 maxed out dragon in the CC. My king is low level. I'm working on it. I'm working on my base in general. I've got my Teslas maxed, and I'm working on my wizard towers. Currently going to... They're level 3 right now. They got one more level on them each. So with that, guys, that is about it. So I think before we go, I kind of just want to explain why we're most likely going to win this war. Here's their second guy. This is his base. His troops. His troops are like Town Hall 10 troops, and like the Dark Elixir troops. Excuse me, the Dark Elixir troops aren't even touched upon. This and look at his base. I mean, the base is garbage, okay? And then this Town Hall 12 has a maxed out Giga Tesla, and that's about the only thing that's putting it high up in war weight, other than its maxed out Eagle artillery. And if you guys can't already tell, this is the same base design that I used the Bow Witch attack against. Exact same design. The only difference between that attack, or the only difference between that base and this base is that the defenses are a little bit higher level. And he's got maxed Valkyries, maxed Electro Drag. At least he's got like some maxed out spells. The maxed out Heal and Rage, those are the two big ones. Those are definitely your top ones to max out. He doesn't even have like bowlers and ice golems. His P.E.K.K.A.'s only level 1. He's not gonna get any stars on my base. I'm sorry. Like, he might be able to do mass Electro Dragons and get a star on me, but that's the only way I can see him doing. But even then, let's say that they pull a 6-pack. Let's say that they manage to take out this base. My rushed Town Hall 12. Let's say they manage to take this base out. Okay, so explain to me how they're going to take this base out. This right here is a Legend League base. What's a Legend League base? This base is meant to defend against very high-level attackers. It has never been tripled in any war that I've been in. It has been 1-starred, and that is it. Alright? And now that the Giga Tesla's maxed, I mean, a Town Hall, a 2-star is probably the best you're going to get unless you can save that Warden ability. But that's what we're looking at. So, I highly doubt they're going to get stars on this base. So, let's say they get 3, and they, they're probably not going to get it first try. I don't know. If they can get stars on either one of these bases, and clearly they, if they could, they probably would have tried to attack me already. Either one of my bases. But they didn't. They still have to attack 1, 2, 3, 4 other people. Let's see what their attacks. So so 1, 2, 3. Okay, let's check this guy's base out. But let's see how good of a Town Hall 10 he is. I mean, he's got wizards. Protection. He hasn't been active all day today. I don't know if you guys can do quick math here, but his collector has 46,000,
and he makes 4.9 thousand per hour. That's about 10 hours. All right, and I just don't see him. Let's check his troops. I just don't see it. Anyway, that's gonna be it for today, you guys. I'm pretty sure we got this one in the bag, but we'll see. Anyway, I will see you guys on the next one. Peace.